These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona. And ABC15 is keeping you updated on the search for a new Phoenix police chief. This morning, a reset. The selection process is now starting over after interim chief Michael Sullivan resigned. Sullivan announcing his last day will be April 18th. Phoenix's city manager will not be selecting Sullivan or the other three finalists for that permanent position. For now, the man tapped to lead the department on an interim basis will be Dennis Ordner. He's been serving as the executive assistant chief and was previously in charge of Phoenix Police Administration Accountability and Transparency. A national search is now underway, and that application opens on Friday. Our teams are pushing for answers from the Department of Economic Security about updates to a backlog when it comes to child care funding for families in our community. ABC15 at the state capitol as advocates push the state to step up, asking lawmakers to appropriate $120 million in funds to go to the Department of Economic Security to help clear the wait list for child care subsidies. More than 4,000 kids are on that wait list now. Arizona election officials are cracking down on voter eligibility. Maricopa County Recorder Justin Heap reaching a settlement with two groups who sued over non-citizens being included on voter rolls. Heap's office says this will ensure only citizens will be allowed to vote. This coming as the U.S. House of Representatives is set to vote on the SAVE Act, requiring more proof of citizenship from voters. You can count on us to follow up on that legislation. Today is day 3 in convicted murderer Lori Vallow Daybell's trial here in Arizona. This time, she's accused of conspiring with her brother to kill her former husband right here in Arizona. Our own Ashley Holden staying on top of this story. She was in the courtroom as Daybell, who is representing herself, once again faced several objections from the prosecution while in court.
You said they got into a domestic fight consistent.
Objection.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to sustain the objection.
What was the legal objection?
Hearsay.
Hearsay.
Another major point, the homicide detective who was assigned the scene back in July of 2019 when Charles Vallow was shot and killed took the stand. Also testifying firefighters from Chandler Fire saying based on what they saw on scene, they believe they were the first to give CPR to Vallow. Every day this trial is going on. You can watch it from wherever you are. ABC15 will be streaming it live. You can watch on ABC15.com or through our app on your favorite streaming platform. Taking action and bringing heat relief to Arizonans as the high temps fast approach. Hundreds of volunteers will be in the community making heat relief and first aid kits. They'll have things like sunscreen, electrolyte packets, cooling towels, and more. Their goal is to make 15,000 kits to distribute all across multiple counties. And today is the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. There are so many ways you can help make a difference when you donate. One way is by becoming a hero for hope. Our ABC15 team recently met with patients at Phoenix Children's, giving them brand new superhero sidekick stuffed animals. This is all to brighten their days. And what makes these gifts so special? They come from your donations. When you donate $20 a month or make a one-time donation of $240, one of these superhero sidekicks will be given to a patient at Phoenix Children's, all in your name too. You can donate now by going to our website, abc15.com/telethon.
Tracking your most accurate forecast on this Wednesday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Temperatures getting hotter and hotter later this afternoon, with temperatures starting off this morning around 70 at 8 a.m., heating up to near 90 at midday, and there is our forecast, 98 degrees, 14 degrees above average for early April, and it gets even hotter the rest of the week. Here are the highs elsewhere across state: 48, lower 70s there in Flagstaff, mid 70s along the south rim of the Grand Canyon, along with Heber and Cholo too. 80s throughout Gila County and 90s along the I-10 corridor. In fact, we could hit 100 as you head to the west there in Quartzsite. And the possibility of record-setting temperatures returns tomorrow, with a high expected to reach 100 degrees. That would tie a record set back in 2018. Hotter on Friday at 102 and hot still on Saturday at 101. So we'll see triple digits likely beginning tomorrow through at least the early part of the weekend. Then temperatures gradually dropping by Sunday and early next week. Flagstaff high staying in the 70s throughout at least Saturday, then cooling down into the 60s beginning on Sunday.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head on over to abc15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.